So I just finished episode 5, you guys. A lot to unpack there. All right. I don't remember if I spoke on this, but at the end of episode 4, the main guy had given Gion a knife of some sort and said, hey, take this, kill off the other opponents, and you and the baby can go free, you know? And he's giving him this idea, and we all know, yeah, he is just, I don't understand his train of thought. I don't understand his logic at all. At all. So him offering him that, I already know, like, he's not going to do it. He's not that type of person. But he is a psychopath to go back into a game that he already won. But that's neither here nor there. Neither here nor there. So he goes back. So this episode 5 goes back to showing he gets back to the room. He's comforting the baby and whatever. And it's crazy because I'm like, he's such an attentive, male figure, making sure the baby's good, the baby's safe. But what about your own daughter, sir? What about your child? But neither here nor there. So he then goes, that he sees the other opponents are sleeping. He goes to one of them. I think it was an old man. And he takes out the knife, and you can see he's about to just shove it in the guy's throat. And he's struggling. You're seeing this internal struggle. And in that, the main guy is watching on screen, and he's having flashbacks. There was a point where somebody in the game, when he was in the game, way before when, and he was given the option of killing off his competitors. And he did it. He killed off every last one of them. So that's how he won the game. And we all know Gian is not built like that. He couldn't do it. He started hallucinating, seeing somebody from previous seasons talk to him and tell him, oh, Gian, you're better than that. Maybe he's not. I don't know. So we all know that he didn't do it. And then they begin the next game. So the female that was trying to get the other guy free, the worker. And so she took the boat back and she let herself off, and she told him, she directed him, said, look, just go until, I think she said till like the air clears or whatever the case is. Just keep driving, don't stop, just keep going. She and he don't know that the main guy that she was communicating with already put his pursuit squad out on them. So that's in pursuit. She's climbing mountains. She's got her machinery. She's going through like the air ventilation system. She's just shooting everything. She's just so badass. Again, I don't really understand her motivations either. Not really sure what that's about. So she climbs in and she gets through, and she gets to the main guy who she was talking to and tells him that he's got to erase everything from the player. I think it was like 246. That guy, the one that she had on the boat or whatever, and had that connection with. Come to find out, that is the father of the little girl that she had befriended or had some kind of close connection to. And come to find out, her manager, the guy that she just broke into his little place or whatever, they're both from North Korea. And something happened to where her child was killed, so to speak, and it just kind of messed her up, which that happens. And so he said that basically he hired her for this position because they're from the same place. They were so much alike, but he's seeing now that they're not alike. So she gets him to take her to the other level of the building so that she can get the paper copies of the records on the guy. Look, she's just doing too much. This is too much going on. Like, you're too concerned about paper trails and stuff. You are home free, so to speak. So ultimately what happens with that, she kills him. But she's already heard the instructions that he's already given other people to let them know that the last game has begun. All right. And the last game is called Squid Games. And it's just like the giant shapes. It's the shapes that we've been seeing like the whole time of the series, like the square, the circle, the triangle, but they're giant and they're like it's like building like almost. And so they've got to eliminate one player per round. And so there's 3 rounds. And so that was going to be interesting. So, everybody's been gunning for Gian and the baby. And the baby's father has actually stepped in and stepped up in trying to preserve baby's life. Which I'm like, a little too late, but I guess late is better than never. But, yeah, so he's doing that. And then, essentially, just to cut everything straightforward, and so we're not just babbling on here, all the other players, with the exception of the baby's father, Gian and the baby, are killed. They're pushed off of these platforms that they're standing on. They're killed. They're dead. Done. So now it leaves Gian and this guy. And it's like, well, damn, what's going to happen? Gian might as well just go ahead and give his life because he ain't really did much of nothing. At least maybe this guy can be a decent father to this kid. But Gian, I'm so sick and tired of him. He has just pissed me off honestly, since the finale of the first season when he decided to go back into the game after he done won. That was the moment that I just disliked him as a character. And so from then on, he has been the nemesis of the story to me because I just don't understand. But that's neither here nor there. But, yeah, it's pretty wild, y'all. It's definitely pretty wild. I don't know what's going to happen in the finale. I mean, like I said, Gian, they need to just go ahead and put him to rest because he is beyond psycho. And I'm just a little concerned about what the Americans are going to do with this because we know America just likes to screw stuff up. So I don't know. I don't think that it's going to be nearly as compelling as the Korean version, but what do I know? We'll see. So I will be back for my season 6 analysis of Squid Games, the final season. We'll see what happens, y'all.